From Old Glory waving in the sun at Veterans Memorial Circle to traveling under the lights at night in the Main Street District, Rockford isn't short on interesting roads. However, two intersections in particular caused quite the debate among current and former residents. 5 Points. It's a name known to many, but where exactly is it? The debate raged. Broadway and Alpine, or Prospect and Rural? We spoke to two longtime Rockfordians to settle this dispute once and for all, and to learn more about one intersection's rich history.
Back in 1957, I moved to Rockford with my family, and we lived right down Charles Street on Woodland Drive.
Rockford's 8th Ward Alderman Karen Hoffman grew up near the Broadway and Alpine intersection. Today, her ward includes part of that area, which she says is the real 5 Points.
All we had back in 1957, because our city ended at Alpine, there wasn't any mall. This was it.
As the city began to expand east in the 1930s, the intersection was a popular location for gas stations and small stores as the last stop heading out of Rockford. Businesses and homes continued to pop up in the area, which would eventually undergo a major change, says Hoffman.
The mall. Once Colonial Village came in, everything changed.
At City Hall, Brownfield's redevelopment director Rob Willamie works on many historical sites. He also grew up on Quinton Road, just off the intersection. He explained what changed to the area and shared some incredible photos.
A perfect example of Colonial Village, and this picture was taken from what I've been told is part of their grand reopening. The original strip mall portion opened in 1962. And then in 1965, they built the enclosed internal mall. So this was part of the grand reopening, 1965-ish. And you can just see look at the cars stacked up here along Broadway, waiting to cross Alpine. So in the mid-70s, when they did the realignment, the traffic engineers decided the best way to flow traffic was north on Alpine over to Center Terrace, instead of having to cross two major roadways here.
Charles Street was cut off in the 1970s, and the intersection ceased to be truly 5 Points. Despite improving traffic, the changes created a major problem, says Hoffman.
Oh, for one thing, you can't get over to Hot Rods coming down Broadway. If you see, it says no right turn. So even though there's a road there, you can't get to Hot Rods from this main street. You can see it, but you can't get there. That road has to be completely reopened.
Which road?
Old Charles, they cut right across in front of them. They got cut off, and that needs to be opened up in order for those businesses to thrive.
Reconfiguration plans are in the works, but the process could take years, says Hoffman. Regardless, the area will continue on as the true 5 Points location, at least to some.
This is the real 5 Points. There's no other 5 Points in town. They're just pretenders.